When my wife, Sarah, said she was going out to dinner with her boss, I didn't think much of it at first. Her marketing job often required client meetings or office events, so it seemed normal. But that evening, something in her tone felt off. Too casual, too practiced. The faint smile she gave and the way she avoided my eyes made a tight, knot form in my stomach. Before I could say anything, she grabbed her purse and left. At first, I convinced myself I was overreacting. I wanted to trust her. She'd been working late for weeks, coming home exhausted, blaming tight deadlines. But gradually, her behavior changed. She barely spoke to me, skipped family dinners, and was constantly glued to her phone, grinning at messages that disappeared as soon as I walked in. That night, after she left for her supposed dinner, I couldn't ignore my instincts any longer. I waited 30 minutes, then drove to the restaurant she had mentioned. My hands gripped the steering wheel tightly as I parked across the street. When I finally saw her, she wasn't alone. Her boss, Mr. Harris, walked right beside her. What crushed me wasn't just that they arrived together. It was that he was holding her hand. I sat there, staring through the windshield, my heart sinking. They laughed, leaned close, sharing the kind of smiles that used to be ours. My hands shook, not with anger, but with the dawning realization of something I didn't want to accept. She wasn't mine anymore, at least not in a way that truly mattered. I didn't confront her that night. I drove home numb, empty. Hours later, she returned, her perfume still lingering, her lipstick slightly smudged. I was on the couch when she walked in. She froze for a moment, then asked softly, "You're still awake?" I nodded slowly. "So, how was dinner with your boss?" Her eyes flickered for just a moment before she replied, "It was just work. You know that." I gave a faint smile. "Good," I said quietly, "because I had dinner with my lawyer." Her face drained of color. "What?" she whispered. I said I had dinner with my lawyer. I repeated calmly. "Seems fair, doesn't it? You have dinner with your boss. I have dinner with my lawyer." Then I looked directly into her eyes. "You call it dinner? I call it divorce." For a few seconds, she couldn't speak. Then her voice cracked. "You can't be serious. You're overreacting. It's not what you think." I handed her an envelope. "These are the divorce papers," I said softly. "Marriage is built on trust. Sarah, you broke it." She sank into the couch, pale, hands trembling. "Please, let me explain," she pleaded. "He's been helping me with a promotion. That's all. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to worry." I shook my head. "Promotions don't require holding hands." I said, "You should have been honest." Tears streamed down her face, but I felt nothing. The love I once had for her had been buried under layers of disappointment. For years I had stood by her, supported her ambitions, believed in her, and she chose secrecy over honesty. In the following days, she tried everything. Calls, texts, surprise visits, trying to convince me nothing had happened. But her words rang hollow. Once trust is gone, nothing can restore it. Eventually, I stopped responding. The papers were signed. The house fell silent. And for the first time in months, I felt an unexpected sense of peace. Later, I heard she quit her job. Her boss had moved on, leaving her career and reputation in pieces. Maybe it was karma, maybe just life catching up. Sometimes I still think back to that night, to the moment everything collapsed. One dinner ended a marriage, but it also taught me something. The truth always surfaces, no matter how carefully someone hides it. And when people ask what happened between us, I simply say, she had dinner with her boss. I had dinner with my lawyer.